Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, no reverb.
No reverb. Other than that, this is probably the first time. Everything just worked out. I'm echoing.
Because the sound guy.
There we go.
Because the sound guy finally decided to get his act together and get this running.
On this side here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Got it.
Oh goodness.
Other than
so
mics,
much for getting it going. I'm ready. First try. But yeah. We here. We made it. If you're watching this, then this is December the 2nd for us. Gonna be like the 10th for everybody else, or something like that.
The 9th.
Is it the 9th?
Yeah.
Okay.
7 plus 2 is 9.
Well, I mean, I didn't do the math.
I mean, if we're gonna post it next week. We can wait to post it until like Christmas. I don't know about this though.
We'll probably just post it that week. What you do is you tighten it there with the elbow, righty tighty, lefty loosey. Your mic's just heavier than mine. That might be something.
I don't think so. It's just gonna fall. I'll just put it right here. All up in my face.
Caress it. So this will be episode 92. This is going to have to be the Christmas special, guys, because we really were slacking. We just couldn't find a guest. It was a little more difficult, but that negative comes with some positive, hopefully, for the next season. Hopefully we'll get some crazy going on. But yeah, this is going to have to be the Christmas special. It's not going to really have a lot. Yeah, I don't even know if we're going to talk about Christmas. We
can talk about Christmas.
This. I will. I'll mention something here in a minute and see what we got going on. But other than that, it's just going to be a kind of generic, normal episode. But pretty dang positive this is going to be the last one of the year until mid-January when we get back after it.
Yes, sir.
No updates really. Wife's still pregnant. Still hadn't had that baby. She ready to. I'm ready for her too. But God's will.
Yeah.
Not ours.
My wife's ready for her too.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm just gonna screw this thing.
Hey man, you
it's always in the way. I feel like I'm louder without it.
Well, yeah, it's mainly just to like block the. It's the same thing. Maybe I don't want to use it either. That's what it's supposed to do, I think. Yeah. I think everybody's ready. The world is ready, but they ain't ready for it.
They ain't ready for it.
She's gonna be crazy, man. She's gonna be.
Someone asked today about Sierra and I having a kid or whatever, and I was told Bradley because Bradley was at work when it happened. I don't remember how it came up actually. I was like, "Do you think the world's really ready for like a half Sierra, half Steven, little running around?" And Brad's like, "No, I don't think so."
2025 at least.
2020.
I mean, yeah, regardless, it'd be 2025.
Yeah, but it ain't happening in 2024.
That's something you ain't telling me.
No, not.
And it's something that she's hiding very well.
If she's hiding it, she ain't told me.
She hiding it. She hiding from you.
Yeah. Ain't nobody told me.
They never do.
They never do.
You ever seen? There's literally a whole show about it, man. And like, are you the father? That show?
Oh, really? I thought you were talking about a sitcom. I was trying to think of what sitcom it could be.
Like, are you the? I don't know what it's called, but they get up there and the woman's like, yeah, you are the baby daddy, and then they'll have the guy come out, and he's like, no, it ain't my baby, and then they'd be like, all right, so they do a DNA test, and then they say if you're the father or not. And sometimes, dude, the dad would be like, really wanting to be the father, and it's not. And he's like, ah. And then sometimes he's not. He's like, yeah. But, yeah, it's an interesting show. I don't watch it personally, but when I'm at a customer's house, every once in a while you'll watch an episode or two.
I've never even heard of it.
Really? I don't know what it's actually called, but...
Probably Who's Your Daddy? That's probably the name of the show.
Maybe not daddy. Daddy's a kind of a weird word these days.
Yeah, but that's a saying. Who's your daddy?
Yeah, who's your daddy?
Yeah.
But it's like, who's the father?
Who's the father?
I think. Would it be whom? Whom is the father?
I don't know.
I never understood that grammar.
I never did either. There's a scene in The Office where they explain it, but
Well, don't you hate if you're like, so who did it? Or like, you're like, yeah, you said like, well, who did it? And then someone corrects you, whom did it? Or something like that.
Yeah, like if it's the subject of the conversation, it's whom or something. I don't know.
You're going to make me upset if you correct me with whom.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody care.
For real. I'm telling you right now. Yeah, you correct me with whom, like, I'm not telling you the rest of the story now.
Yeah, like, sorry. You can, if you don't know whom it was, you can get out of the story. You can leave. I'll tell you who it was, but not whom.
Yeah.
Whom is a weird word.
Yes,
It said whom. Whom. But yeah, I don't know. So, recap for last week. How was your Thanksgiving? What details do I need to know?
There's not a lot. We woke up early.
Yeah.
Went and did the turkey trot.
Okay.
In Lindo.
What time did that start?
7:45.
Okay.
No, we woke up at 7:45.
Get first place?
8:45. Did we get first? No.
Okay.
No. Did I already tell you the story about us running at the end?
Mm-hmm. You and Brad.
Yeah, Bradley and I took off running at the end, thinking we were closer to the end than we were, and we weren't. So, struggling.
Hot turkey.
Hmm?
They said hot turkey.
Yeah, there's pictures, because they were taking pictures there at the finish line, and there's a picture of Bradley in front of me. And I told Bradley that I felt like I was about to throw up, and I slowed down a lot. And in the picture, I feel like you can see it on my face that I'm like battling throwing
How
up.
far was the run?
I don't know.
Was it like a 5K?
Oh, the whole thing was a 5K, yeah.
Okay.
But I didn't run the whole thing. But the little part that I did run, I shouldn't have.
I got back into running.
Did you?
Saturday and yesterday. But I didn't really run a lot. We're just, we're trying to walk the baby to get the baby to come on out. And so I went with Jess. Actually, Saturday I think I just walked the whole time. But yesterday I decided to run just a little bit. But man, it got to me. My legs are actually sore right now. And I really did not run like a lot at all. Like I ran a pretty steady pace for a good while, which I was surprised I lasted as long as I did to run that fast, or to run that long and that fast. I had my dog, so she was kind of like motivating me to keep on going. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I was telling Justin, man, it's kind of sad that like just that short run. Like I guess I'm so old that just that distance is gonna make my body sore, and I haven't run for so long, so out of shape.
That's what I have to remind myself, is that Bradley is 6 years younger than me. He's still 18 in his prime. Mm-hmm. I'm 25 and married now. Mm-hmm. I didn't have my hair up, so my hair was catching all the wind, slowing me down, and just have to remind myself.
Yeah, but he has more beard hair, so that could weigh him down too.
Nah.
I do want to get back into running, but yeah, I don't know, man. 5K is crazy. I'd have to get some training in for sure.
Just walking though.
Yeah, but if I did it, I would have to just run.
Hmm?
If I did it, I would just run. Takes up less time.
Just walking. We jogged a little bit of it because Bradley wanted to jog, and
Hold on, did you just leave your wife, or did she do it?
No, she did it.
You just left her
When?
in the run?
At the end with the run?
I don't know. The whole run, the end of the run.
No, just like when we ran at the end. Yes, yeah, I did. Wow. But she was with my mom.
You said last one to the finish line, rotten egg.
My mom, Sierra, Bradley, and me. So I knew my mom would stay with her if I took off running to beat Bradley.
Your mom's like trained up for this, though.
Oh, yeah.
She's been walking like her whole life.
Oh, yeah.
They always be walking, her and Christy.
Mm-hmm.
So that's light work for her.
Light
5K.
Work, for sure. Please. 5K, please.
Okay. First family Thanksgiving on the other side of the family.
Mm-hmm.
All fun and games.
Yeah. What we did was, after we got back from the turkey trot, we ate lunch at my parents' house with my family. And then about 3 o'clock, we went over to her house, her parents' house, for supper.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we did. It was good. We had to wait for supper. I mean, you're visiting before.
Yeah, if you get there at 3 o'clock.
the turkey was like not done. Like I don't think we ate until like, almost like 6:30 or 7.
It's like dinner time.
Yeah. And then we stayed there like probably until like 9ish or so, and then we came back and decorated the Christmas tree.
At your house?
At my house.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was good. At my parents they did tacos, which is fine. Tacos are good, but I had forgotten that it was a taco thing, and I was looking forward to some like corn with jalapenos and some green bean casserole.
This is on Thanksgiving Day?
Yeah. And it was tacos. I forgot about that. But over at Sierra's mom's, there was like
Your mother-in-law?
some more traditional. Yeah, my mother-in-law.
There you go.
Over at the mother-in-law's, there was some more like traditional Thanksgiving. There was no corn though, and there was no green bean casserole. There was green beans, but there's no green bean casserole.
There was a green bean casserole. I don't think there's any corn. I don't really like what you're talking about, like the jalapeno corn or whatever. That's not Thanksgiving to me. I'm sorry. What you got?
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out
See,
I am so confused right now.
my overall rating for our Thanksgiving food was not really high. My mom's not going to listen to this, so it doesn't matter as much. But she's the one that made the ham, and I love ham. But she made like the honey ham or whatever, and it's really thin cut slices, which was good. I just, for Thanksgiving, I like the thick slices of ham and a lot of ham. She didn't realize she was the only one making ham either. Then there's turkey. Turkey wasn't bad. I'm just not a big fan of turkey. I don't think there's even mashed potatoes.
Yeah. I don't know if there was mashed potatoes at either of ours either.
There was mac and cheese, but it wasn't the best. It was kind of liquidy. The rolls were my favorite thing, but they still weren't amazing.
The roll was your favorite thing of the whole Thanksgiving dinner?
Yeah.
Like golden check
And then for dessert, it was like so many random things that I've never seen before. Like almost every single thing. Didn't even have pecan pie, which I don't even like pecan
trash.
pie.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, but to me that's like a Thanksgiving thing. You need to have.
If you're not going to eat it, though, why does it matter?
Well, for everybody else. I promised Jesse there'd be pecan pie and there wasn't. So, make a pregnant woman upset,
You promised her to be pecan pie and you're not the one that made it.
Bro, I was like, there's like always pecan pie. There's probably going to be more than one and not even one there. And then there's 2 sweet potato pies, which I expected. So that's what I got. And so just overall, the food wasn't like amazing. So we went to our cousin's house in like the Dallas area, and they used to live in Dallas, and we used to go over there pretty much every Thanksgiving. But I hadn't gone probably since before me and Jesse got married, so probably closer to 5 years. So I was excited to go, but I was also nervous because like I don't know, we're gonna be going towards Dallas where she has a baby. But it was in Heath, which is basically Rockwall, pretty much where I work. So we drove like right beside my work. So we get there, nice house, never been there. But like it was really hot in the main room, the living room and stuff. Everybody was in there. Emily and Axe were the closest ones to our age, but they were just sitting on the couch, just not really doing much. And so we sat in the garage and played Mafia. Or I did. Jesse sat in there and talked to like the whatever adults who were in there at the time. But I played Mafia, me and Elena, with like the younger kids, like Jocelyn, Stella and Adelaide, Marianne, all of them. I think I played Mafia like once, but I learned that I have a secret talent.
Oh yeah, what's that, lying?
Huh?
Lying?
I'm not good as a Mafia. I know that. I was only Mafia once, and I about gave it away. But the only reason when they guessed me is because Marianne was a sheriff, and when they all suspect me every time. And so whenever your head's down, they tell the sheriff to raise her head, and the sheriff guesses who it is. And if they're right, they nod their head yes. Well, she picked me. Like, yeah, it's him. So then when everybody had their eyes open, she's like, I'm the sheriff, and it was Ryan. He's the Mafia, blah, blah, blah. Because at this point, there was only one. It was me. Like, it was the only game that we had. There was just one Mafia. And it happened to be me. And everybody believed her. Mm-hmm. So they kicked me out. Game was over. But if I'm a civilian, doctor, I don't really care to be a doctor. But if I'm the sheriff, dude, we're gonna win.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Even then though, my very first round, everybody's just suspicious of me, and I was like, yeah, I'm the sheriff, or something. They're like, nah, you're lying, and they kill me first person. I'm like, bro. So, but yeah, I enjoyed that game. We played for like 2 hours, man.
My
For a long
eyes
time.
like throbbing.
Throbbing?
It's like
I don't like that word.
pulsing. I don't know.
Twitching?
This one right here.
Your eyelid?
No, like my actual eyeball. Like there's like blood going into it or something. Like I feel it like pulsing. I don't know. There's still one right here. I don't know if it's doing anything. I'm just saying I can feel it.
It's filling up with like redness. Need some blood or something? Is it dripping out maybe?
My eyes bleeding.
Yeah. Yes.
Covered up for the camera.
Yeah. We'll get you to a hospital later. Whenever Jesse comes in here and tells me she's going into labor, we'll just take you with us.
Yeah. Let me call Sierra. Hey, Jesse went into labor. I'm going with him because my eye's bleeding.
Wait, what?
Yeah, but the car's over here. If you want to come. What was I gonna say? I thought it was something about Thanksgiving, but I don't know. I tried taking a little nap on that couch in between. I couldn't.
A Thanksgiving nap is like
Right.
the best. I didn't get one, but I wish I did.
No, I was pretty close, but I never fell asleep. I got volunteered to pray
Ooh, at the in-laws?
at the in-laws. Bro.
Ooh, man.
It's literally like how I got I was like this close to being asleep, and Serena yells, "Steven!" Like set up, and
Think
she's
you
like,
of a man of God.
she said, "Come say grace," and I was like, "What?" I was like, "Me? What the heck?" And like I'm the new one here.
I
Come
prefer
on,
say thanks or give thanks and say grace.
just because it's Thanksgiving.
Well, no, I just like it better, but it would be more appropriate.
Okay.
Personal opinion, sorry.
And I got volunteered, and they do this thing where they count like how many people, like we all hold hands, like how many people are there, because usually there's like over 30.
What do you have to count?
Huh?
What do you have to count? Just for a
I
record?
guess it's just their tradition. I don't know. Like I was sitting there and I was like about to pray, and she's like, "Start it off." I'm like, "I don't know what I'm starting." I thought I was praying, and Sarah just goes 1, 2, and they all just like go around the circle. I don't know. That was my first
What number are you?
prayer. I was 1 because
But
I
she
was,
said, but
she
Sierra
said it
one.
for me because I didn't know what I was doing.
So did she say 1 and 2?
Yeah,
How many did you get?
I think it was a total of 12.
Said, Lord, thank you for this day, man. Thank you for the food. I thank you for the 12 disciples we got here today.
12 disciples around me right now. No, but it was
Dear
funny because
Heavenly
like
Father.
when it got to Charmaine, she said 3 numbers because it was her and she was holding Wyatt, and she was pregnant. Yeah, it's kind of funny.
Cheating the system.
Yeah.
So there's really 12 people, but
Yeah, and like one of their cousins and her daughter showed up.
how many standing human beings were there?
I don't know. You want me to count? It was me.
Nah,
Sierra,
you fine. I ain't gonna make you count. You done had to do it
I
under
think it was
pressure
12.
once.
And so we did that, and then I prayed. Well, they were like, before we did that, they're like, "Someone call Kevin so he can be here while we pray on the FaceTime."
Kevin.
So he
was
didn't answer.
working?
Yeah, he's working.
Hmm.
So he didn't answer. I get done praying, and then like as soon as I get done praying, he's like trying to call Sierra. I'm like, "Bro, are you kidding me?" Like, because I thought I got volunteered to pray because Kevin wasn't there, since he's man of the house, and he was calling and he's like, "What are y'all doing?" I'm like, "Oh, we just got done doing the prayer." I leaned over and said, "I got volunteered to pray because you're not here." And he just kind of laughed. He said, "Steven, I would have volunteered you to pray if I was there." And I was like, "What?"
Dang. You gotta take it every year.
Yeah, bro. What? We'll pick on the new guy here. I see how it is.
See, I always get like low key nervous when we have like a Christmas party or like a big party as a company. Cause I'm like, like everybody knows I'm a Christian and stuff.
I'm the Christian here.
Yeah, and like they always pray before like big events or whatever. So I'm like, oh man, like they're gonna pick me. It's either me or Brennan Margot's, Like we're the main ones.
Yeah.
We're the main Christians.
We're the main ones.
But they never do because there's always a Galyean there actually. Bill, I think he's normally there at most of the functions. So they normally ask him or somebody from our board. So it normally works out. But I'm like always nervous because I'm too scared to pray like in front of the church, and that's amongst believers. But to do that at your work environment, that'd be tough.
Yeah. Talking about church, Sierra and I just like my dad reminded us yesterday that we're in our final countdown of being in the college and career class because we said we were gonna move up to the young married class in the new year, and like now it's December. We're like, oh man, so we're gonna have to soak up every time we're in there now. I think we'll still go in there on Wednesday nights. I mean, you go in there on Wednesday nights.
Yeah,
but
I enjoy it.
I think we do. I mean, we are married, so we ought to move up. It's just I don't want to.
Our class, man, can be great, and sometimes it sucks. It just depends on who shows up.
Yeah.
Because it's literally in that stage where, when you get married, sometimes it gets difficult to get out the door, as far as just like waking up, getting ready, blah blah. But then, for the other people that are there, like most of the people, they got newborns or kids, right? So you got to get all these extra people you ready, and then extra people. So they're lucky if they get there. But the beauty of it is we always start late because you might have 1 to 2 couples there on time, but everybody else gets there like 10 minutes late. So it kind of works out. I know y'all get there early.
Yeah, we'll probably be there early.
I don't like being late to anything, so if we're late, we're normally within 5 minutes late or less.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's exciting, but it's also like kind of sad.
New chapter, man.
A new chapter. But Tom and Katie are supposed to come with us. They said they'd move up with us. So
I thought they haven't gone to our class at all.
Yeah. They're like in San Antonio or something, aren't they?
That's what she said on that text. I don't know what they're doing. But well, they've been married longer than y'all. They should have did their transition in the summer,
Yeah, I just don't think they wanted to leave.
And Tom don't want to be in class with his uncles.
Yeah, probably.
Ain't nothing bad about it, though. Now, when Jared was a teacher, I could see, I think some of the brothers, I don't know if they, I don't think they hated it. But I'm sure if I was in their shoes, I would not like to be taught by my oldest brother
well,
how to be
especially
married.
since he's, your boss. I mean, they work for Jared, too. So, when on your day off, you're going to go to church and, listen to him teach you what to do.
Yeah. In your marriage.
I'd probably pass, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think I want to go to class and hey Nick, teach me.
Yeah.
Nah. Ain't doing that. Man, I hunted all weekend because I was off Friday as well. Thursday I get out there, dude. I was a pansy. I was out there for literally an hour, which I was gonna leave at 9:30 and come home, take a shower, and then get ready to leave because we had to leave by 10:45. Well, I got up. 5:45. Got out the door about 6ish. Got to the stand. Sat there and it's freezing. So I was there for an hour. Probably 7:30 maybe. Voice crack. And I was like, nah. Too cold. I didn't dress warm enough and stuff. And my heaters, my hand warmers and stuff died and stuff. I was like, nah. So I went home. Then Friday I was like, alright, I'm going to do this thing. So I dressed up a little bit warmer. Went out there. And so Thursday I didn't say anything. Friday I went out there, and about 9:30, a little buck comes out, but he was illegal. But he was within 15 feet from me, he was super close. So if he was legal, would have had him, would have been easy. I was like, okay, not legal, whatever. So I stayed until 12ish because the Thursday I got a picture for my game cam, and the buck I wanted to kill was out there at 12 o'clock, right when I got to the Kim and Cody's. So, well, dang. So I stayed until 11:53, almost 12 o'clock. It showed up a little bit earlier. And then I left. Heading home, and I get a picture. It's a deer. I said, turned all the way around, went back to the land, snuck up on it, got my gun on it, pointed down at it, and from the camera, it's really blurry, so you can't really tell, but it looked like a doe. I'm looking down the scope, I'm like, I think this is a doe, but there is a deer that's illegal, and it's really hard to tell if it's a doe or not from a distance. And I was a pretty good distance. I was like, man, I could shoot this thing because I got it on the scope. But if I shoot this thing and it's not a doe, that's no bueno. And then I guess it heard me, I don't know, and it run off. I was like, I think it's a doe. Well, then I looked at the pictures later and it definitely was a doe. I'm like, all right, well, whatever.
I heard you. You were saying all that out loud. I don't know. This could be a doe here. I don't know. And she's like,
doe's like, this guy
walks off.
No, I'm. You know, they can. One, they can smell you really good.
Yeah.
They can see you
Downwind.
any movement, pretty much. Yeah, downwind. I don't even know all that, man. It sucks. I'm a terrible hunter. I do and I don't. But anyway, so then I was like, all right, whatever. I'll come back out here tonight. And I never night hunt. So I go out there Friday night. But Nick texts me. He's like, hey, you hunt tonight? I'm like, yeah. He's like, okay, well, me and Megan are too at the land. I'm like, dang it. Okay. So then, but I had to meet my dad out there for a house pad and do some stuff. And I was like, I'm trying to hunt. He's like, oh, okay. And Jesse's like, well, I'll help him finish whatever he needs, which is pretty easy. So she helped him. Got in the tree stand, looking for deer, didn't see anything. And then Nick sent me a video, and he has his bow just sitting there. He didn't have it pulled out, and there's a buck down there. I'm like, ugh. And I was like, wait, is that spike or is that illegal one? He's like, nah, it's the illegal one. You know, let it walk. He's like, I might be coming to you next. I'm like, at this point, brother, I just want to kill something. I'll kill him. Obviously, I was joking. But he never even came my way anyways. So I was like, all right, whatever. So another missed hunt. I left. Saturday morning, I'm like, I have got to kill something, dude. And this is the last weekend for hunting as far as doe hunting goes, right?
Yeah.
So I got out there Saturday morning. I'm like, I'm not going to hunt Saturday evening either way. Saturday morning, I go out there, man. Didn't see anything. I was freezing, but I was like, whatever. And then about 12, I was like, you know what? My camera hadn't sent anything to me. And I was like, sure, there's something out there. So I walked towards my camera to get this on our power line. Walk over there, and then I see something, and I jump back and look, and there's a hog. I thought, oh, man, I can shoot a hog, I guess. I don't know. I don't really want to. But maybe the deer had been showing up right after the hog. So I sat there and watched the hog for a little bit. I got it on my scope where it's perfect. That way I was nice and steady. But I was mainly doing it so if it left, deer came out, I'd be ready. What?
Just nothing.
Just tell my story, man.
I know.
What?
Huh?
What?
I'm just ready to kill something. That's what she said.
Listen, dude, I've been hunting since September.
I don't know. I thought you were gonna say then the neighbor just hopped the fence and I just had to put him down. I was just so ready to kill
That
something.
happened on Sunday.
Oh, it's a Sunday.
No.
I'm skipping ahead.
So then finally I'm like, I'm just going to lay down and just watch this hog. So I lay down on my stomach and I'm getting my scope kind of on it, but it didn't look perfect. So I had a cushion chair that I was using for hunting, but I was taking it back with me. So I put it on the ground and put my backpack on that. Had the scope sitting on it. I look like a freaking sniper, dude, from freaking American Sniper, right?
I knew you were going to say American Sniper. All right, go ahead.
That's the only sniper movie I've seen.
I haven't even seen it. But
That's
Bradley Cooper.
yeah. So I if you looked at me, I looked just like him when he was sniping.
Okay.
I had this thing on my scope and I wasn't shaking nothing. I'm like, if I just pull this trigger, he dead, he gone. But I was like, I don't really want to deal with a hog, you know? I don't want to have to skin a hog, and I don't really like hog meat anyways. And I'm like, well, maybe this deer will show up. Well, the hog finally left.
Okay. Yeah, I look like him from that movie. I'm sure you look like Bradley Cooper.
I did do. I put my hat on backwards and everything.
All right.
I look like Kyle. Kyle. I don't remember his last name. Anyways. And then the hog left, and no deer ever showed up, and didn't hunt Sunday. So, yeah, that's my story.
Yeah. No hunting today?
Didn't get a dang thing. Today,
You didn't go hunting today?
I would have to hunt I would only have 30 minutes before work to hunt.
Yeah.
And then if I killed something, then I would have to call in sick. People do that, not me. And then I didn't get home until 6:06 today. It was already dark. So you can't hunt in the dark. So, no, I did not hunt today. And I think that my hunting season is over.
Your hunting season?
Yeah, because as soon as that baby gets here, I'm probably not going to be able to hunt anymore. And it ends in January.
We went to Santa Land this weekend,
Yeah.
which was fun. It's been a while since I've been, but it's neat. You know, you tune your radio to the music and let it go. Yeah, there was one part. It was like all VeggieTales songs. It was like Larry the Cucumber singing the Christmas tree song. Like, oh Christmas tree,
I'll try to turn off my notifications. I don't know how to do that on this thing.
That's about it. That's all I really got about Santa Land.
It's a good time though.
Yeah, they got a lot of like Christian lights out there too.
Christian lights.
Yeah.
What is it, like the North Star or something?
They had like stuff of the earth with like God's hands holding it. And they had some praying hands that said "Try God." And then they had like a light up version of that Jesus chilling with the superheroes things that said like, "And that's how I save the world." You ever seen that poster?
Nope. Did they have the 3 crosses?
They had the 3 crosses.
Yeah, I've been there once and they had all that stuff. It's pretty cool.
They had like there at the end is like they weren't lights. They were like almost like sets from the Bible. There was like the nativity scene, and then
The wise men, the shepherds.
yeah, there was something else, and then there was like the Last Supper. They had like the Last Supper set up, and there was like the cross, and then the tomb. It's pretty funny that the tomb came in, and the tomb was open, and there was nothing in there. And I was like, I looked at Axel, and I'm like, "Where's the body at?" And he looked, and he like, looked, he's like, "What do you mean, where's the body?" I was like, "Where's the body at?" And he's like, he just looked at me like he was so confused. I'm like,
Testing
he's
that
gone.
Jesus knowledge.
He's like, "Yeah, he's gone." I'm like, "Yeah." And then like, we looked up, and then Jesus looked up, and they had like this like Jesus thing. He's going like this. I'm like, "Oh look, there he is."
That's a little creepy.
It was so funny. He's like doing like this. I'm like, "Look, he's like doing like the Superman."
Or he is risen.
That's what I
He's
said.
not here.
I said he is risen. And then that's it. No, last night instead of going to the Christmas concert at church, we went to go see Moana 2.
Mm,
No,
it wasn't it.
no. Sierra and Axel liked it.
Is it worth watching whenever it comes out in Disney?
I mean, if it's on Disney Plus and you have Disney Plus, you can watch it. But you can tell this is what I felt like, and I didn't feel like explaining to them. Was that you can tell that it was originally like supposed to be a spin-off TV show that got added into a movie, because like the whole story is like Moana being like the wayfinder of their tribe, and she has to make like her own like crew of people from her island to go on this adventure. So like it's made to be like without Maui. And I feel like Dwayne Johnson must have been like, "Okay, yeah, I'll do it."
Yeah.
And then they wrote him in later, because like throughout the movie, like Maui has like little bitty scenes that are like, I don't know, like maybe a minute long. And then like he eventually shows up for like the big thing at the end. And like you can tell like they wrote this at first where Maui wasn't a part of it, I feel like. And then they're like, once they got Dwayne Johnson, they're like, "Oh yeah, we can find a way to add him in."
We'll find a way to put the rock in this movie.
And then the music was not very good. There's like one song that's like supposed to be like the next like As Far As I'll Go song, and it's not. Something's just not right. And then Dwayne Johnson's song's not no good. It probably could be. That's what I told her. If I like listened to it multiple times, I could probably like it, but I don't want to have to do that. Like I wanted to like it the first time.
You don't want to force like it. Can't force like it, man.
It's like it's not good. And then they set up a third one, which a third one. I mean, if they're setting it up, maybe like it'll be produced as a movie.
Mm-hmm.
But I told us that it feels like like the second Aladdin and stuff, like straight to DVD. That's what it felt like. Like it felt like this should have been a straight to Disney Plus sequel.
I don't know, man. Like when you make such a great original movie,
That's what I'm saying.
just let it be.
And like I got on Letterboxd, which is like a movie rating app, and like Samuel has it rated like the same thing he has the first one rated as. I'm like, Sam, the first Moana is so good.
I want to have this guy on the podcast just talk about like top whatever movies that he critiqued that are just garbage critiquing.
Yeah.
He has the hottest, not the hot. Is it a hot take?
Yeah, the hottest take.
The
Well,
hottest
the other
takes
day
on
he
the
was
movie.
saying Frozen 2 was crap.
Yeah. This is a pretty good
Frozen
movie.
2 was way better than Moana 2. I'm telling you
I bet
right
that
now.
for sure.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I don't know. Like, I wouldn't recommend anyone go see it. Like, in theaters. Like, on Disney+.
Don't waste your money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, maybe if you have little girls. It'd be
I don't
something
yet.
fun. Yeah, it'd be something fun to take them to. Like, I get that. But, like, I don't know. I mean, Axel had a good time with it.
I'm taking my daughter hunting.
I'm just saying.
We ain't going to kill anything because I can't.
Last night we were in there. Sierra had to go pee before the movie. And we're sitting there talking about movies we want to watch. And I said something about Sonic. And Max was like, yeah, I want to watch Sonic 2. But Mom's not going to let us. I looked at him, I said, what you mean your mom's not going to let us watch Sonic? And he said, because she's... I don't remember what his excuse was. I was like, well, we're going to watch Sonic.
That's a promise I'm making to
I
you.
promise you that right now.
Hey, listen, we can take him together as a gay couple.
Like, I'm pretty sure Sierra wants to watch the movie, so I don't know why he said that.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing she's done to been like, I'm not going to watch that. I just thought it was funny. I'm like, oh, we're watching Sonic. That's non-negotiable.
I'm probably going to sneak out of the house to watch it. But now that Jessie's watched both the first and the second one, she's going to have to watch the third one with me.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. The third one looks great.
Mm-hmm.
They had a new trailer out for Mufasa, and it actually made it look like it was worth something. Because to me, the first Mufasa movie, I'm like, this is just more like Mufasa and Scar beef. The Lion King prequel.
Yeah. Oh,
Have you
yeah.
seen the
It's
trailer
pretty
for it?
cool. It's called Mufasa?
Yeah.
Oh.
And
Yeah, I don't really care to watch it, honestly.
But the new trailer made it look pretty good, actually. Like, I wouldn't mind going to watch it now. It shows
I don't
more.
really care to have a backstory about it. Like, they hate
Yeah,
each
no, there's
other.
no
That's
reason.
fine, you know? But they used to be best bro. Now you're saying they used to be best bros and he done killed him? Bro.
Bro, no respect.
No respect. That makes me question our relationship.
Yeah. Yeah. But, like, the first trailer makes it look like that.
Mm-hmm.
But the second trailer made it look more like this is, like, how they, like, form their, like, their pride. Like, you know, like, their lion pride.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, it shows them meet whoever Mufasa marries. I can't remember her name. And then it shows them meet, like, the Rafiki, the monkey. And, like, they're following the monkey. Like, the monkey's like, I got a place. Trust me. Like, that crazy monkey. I'm like, so it's more like an adventure movie. But they don't make it... The first trailer didn't make it look like that.
Mm-mm.
And then apparently Pumbaa and... What's his name are in it? Timon.
What?
Yeah.
How? Because they didn't even know who they were. They just been making up crap, man. Whatever. I feel like we
You
already
got
covered
Christmas
local
plans?
news, huh?
What's it got any Christmas plans? I don't know what to do for Christmas. All right.
Well, my thing was I was going to ask, you know, like what... does it feel like Christmas to you already? Like the Christmas season, and like what makes Christmas to you? Like for me, I feel like what really kickstarted my Christmas season this year was the invitation at church and singing Silent Night.
That was fire.
Yeah, dude, Silent Night, I think I officially decided yesterday that is my favorite Christmas song.
That's your favorite Christmas song?
Dude, it's just like so beautiful, especially when you have it like at a candlelight service and it's just acoustic. Bro.
Yeah, I think Mary Did You Know is my favorite Christmas song.
That's a banger too.
But Christmas This Year by Toby Mac, it's hard to beat, dude. I love that song. It just makes me so happy.
What makes a Christmas song a Christmas like classic? You know what I mean? Like, you know,
Joy to the World.
what's the Mariah Carey song? I
know it. I don't want a lot for
Yeah.
Christmas.
So like
Yeah.
when I think of that song, I
Trash.
think of it being like one of the most recent popular Christmas songs. I don't love it, no, but I'll sing it because it's catchy.
All I want
But like,
for Christmas-
it's a pretty recent
yeah.
classic Christmas song. Christmas This Year from Toby Mac is not to the world, okay?
Yeah.
To the majority of the world. Now, for guys that listen to Toby Mac, yeah, I love it. To me, I would eat like my most recent that I love that's come out recent would be Christmas Saves the Year by 21 Pilots.
Yeah.
That
it's
one
great.
hits different because of when it hit and like what it all means.
What the story meant.
Yeah, but to me, it's a classic, and like I would sing it, and I could hear it on the radio and be fine with it.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. I just don't know if it's gonna come on the radio.
Yeah. Also, that Jonas Brothers song that came out a few years ago was really
Dude,
good.
I forgot about that. I don't even remember how it goes, but
No matter what is it? You make every day feel like it's Christmas. Every day that I'm with you. That one's really good. They did really good on that one.
I feel like it'd be so hard to make a Christmas song. Because like if I was to make a Christmas song, first thing I'm doing is some
Bells.
jingle bells. you know. But you know, you got to make it its own thing.
I
So,
did listen to Forrest Frank's. I did like it.
It is good.
Yeah.
Um,
I hope you have a very Merry Christmas. Something like that, yeah.
Curious. Yeah.
Yeah. John Heat.
So Mary Did You Know to me is like for sure the most recent, truly classic Christmas songs. Like the Mariah Carey one, yeah, it's probably gonna play on the radio, but like Mary Did You Know is almost like a hymn, like that old, but it's so recent because it was written within our lifetime.
Yeah, and it's about Jesus.
And it's about Jesus.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It's so good. Like, there's the one line, like, I guess it's like, when it talks about, do you know, like, that your child is like walked where angels trod?
Yeah.
And then when you kiss your sleeping baby, you kiss the
Kiss
face of
the
God.
face of God.
Dude, that line, every time, like,
Yeah.
yeah.
So there's another Christmas song that I like by Reliant K. It's called "Celebrate the Day."
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's very similar on along the lines of "Mary Did You Know," but it's like now I gotta look at the lyrics. I think I brought it up last year.
Did you ever watch the Journey to Bethlehem movie that came out last year? There's a song in that movie called "Mother to a Savior and King," and it's along that same lines too. Like Mary talking about being the mother
Yeah.
to a Savior and King, and it's a beautiful song. It makes me cry when I listen to it.
I guess it's not necessary from Mary's eyes, but it says, "The first time that you opened your eyes, did you realize that you would be my savior? In the first breath that left your lips, did you know that it would change the world forever?"
What was the first thing Jesus said?
Meh.
Wah.
Wow. Hey, I bet
This is a bar. What the heck?
I bet animals crap their pants and, you know, barn doors flew open when he first said something.
It's like
That is crazy. Kiss the face of
Joseph's
God.
stick flies off. It was funny because in the nativity scene, Axel was asking which one was Joseph the other day. He's like, "This one's Joseph, for sure." I'm like, "Is it?" He's like, "Yeah, because he's got a stick." He's like, "Joseph has a stick." I was like, "Does he? Is that in the Bible?" Or and he's like, "I don't know."
I mean, logically
Usually-
it makes sense because they walk
Walk.
for a long way.
And he usually does have a stick. I was like, that could just be a shepherd.
Yeah. I mean, we make these ideas or whatever. Like the three wise men, just to say, we just assume because there's three gifts.
Mm-hmm. So Brandon the other day said that like the three wise men were just like astrologers and stuff.
Mm-hmm. I've heard that.
But I
before.
thought they were like also like royalty. I don't know why.
I mean, I would think they had to have been some type of royalty if they had the gifts in which they had.
the gifts they had. Like I think they were like also like rich people.
You ever seen the video? It's like three wise men. It's like, yeah. So what'd you bring Jesus? Like, oh, like I got frankincense. Okay, yeah. What'd you get? Myrrh. It's all right. What'd you get? Gold. Gold. You bring them gold, and this is what I'm bringing. What? Did you not get the memo?
No, it's funny. That's funny though. In the Journey to the Bethlehem movie, the wise men go to King Herod first to try and figure out like where to get like I think a certain map of Bethlehem or something, and that's how they do that to entice him to do it. Is they tempt him with those three gifts too. It's like I have myrrh and frankincense and stuff, and like it's kind of funny. But then like he doesn't take them. They do end up getting them to Jesus at the end.
I better. Yeah. Also, like it's
That's
crazy.
from the Bible though.
Like I heard that like the wise men made it to Jesus, but like at that point he may have already been like 2 or 3 years
That's
old
what
and
they say.
stuff.
Yeah, they say it's not actually accurate for them to
Yeah.
be at the nativity.
Yeah, we change everything to how we want it. But
Well,
there's apparently a Christmas movie that came out this year that's in theaters.
yeah, the Christmas pageant movie.
Yeah,
I want to go see
I've
that.
heard that. So it looked pretty cheesy, but all the comments said that it looked like cheesy and not that great, but it ended up being like a really good movie. So I'm like, well, maybe I should go watch it.
Yeah, I think it's weird how like these like Christian movies have like actual actors in them now,
Mm-hmm.
like mainstream actors in them. It's like a little weird.
So the guy that made The Chosen, he's making a Another movie. It's an animated movie. I can't remember if it was about Christmas or not.
Yeah, the Jesus movie,
Yeah,
the King of Kings.
Yeah,
it's like stacked.
stacked.
Like Oscar Isaac.
Yes,
is
I was
Jesus.
thinking because I was like, I heard the voice.
Did you think it was Keanu?
I didn't know who it was, but I was like, this voice sounds so familiar, so I had to look it up.
Yeah.
And it's like he was in it, and like a bunch of other stars, and I'm
Yeah.
like, wow,
Dude, this is crazy. It's
like it's cool, but like, there's a part of me I'm like,
you have to do like yeah.
are they Christian? You know, like if we're gonna do this, let's have some Christian in it, but also
They're actors. That's
there's that. Yes, there's actors, but like it is good publicity. Like if you have like a big name on a movie, then there's more likely for not just Christians to watch it, but other people as well, and then maybe that can influence as far as religion goes. But you know, there's two sides of it.
They need to do their method acting when they get a Christian role. You know, do that method. Go method on it. You know,
Become Christian.
Yeah, become Christian.
Convert.
I know that. I think the guy who played Joseph in The Journey to Bethlehem, he like started like asking questions about his faith while filming that movie.
Really?
Yeah, because he like at first he thought it was just like another movie, and then he said he started like reading the Bible a little to like get the character of Joseph. Like he kind of wanted to like, but really there's not much there about Joseph. He's like, so you kind of have to like make stuff up. He's within like the way like production and everything on the movie was going, like something would like fail and then just like be fixed like that, and people would be like, that was God.
Yeah.
Like he's like got his hand on this movie, and he's like he kind of like, starts to get to you like dang, maybe this movie is like worth something or being made for a reason.
Yeah, part of a plan, bigger plan than what you can see. Yeah,
but it's like in that movie, Antonio Banderas is the evil king. He's King Herod. He's a pretty big actor.
in
The Journey to Bethlehem.
oh, okay. This is live action or
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
It's got Lecrae in it.
Any like an angel or
He's
something?
Gabriel. Mary. Yeah.
He don't rap or nothing.
No, it's lame. You got Lecrae in a musical, and you're not gonna let him rap.
He like almost sang or something, didn't
Yeah, he kind of sings a little bit.
he? Okay.
Barely though.
Hmm.
He goes, "Fall on your knees" in that song. Oh, hear the angel voice. Yeah, he does like that. Yeah.
My number one Christmas album is probably one of my number ones. Is from Tommy Prophet.
Oh yeah.
He has like just an amazing one because it's so cinematic, but there's also a lot of good singers in like Chris Tomlin and stuff, Crowder. It's really good. But also The Gift,
Yeah, that's far.
the
116
116,
one.
that's a banger. I mean, it's rap, but it's pretty good.
Yeah, it'd be nice if they would like do more, but also like they don't got the same people doing it no more.
So different.
Tadashi's was not bad actually. I kind of enjoyed it.
I might need to listen to it.
Huh?
Excuse me. I might need to listen to it.
It's just like him and his deep voice singing those songs, but like he's not bad.
Yeah.
Away in a manger, you know?
That deep voice.
Yeah.
I don't have any work stories.
Me either, really.
And we already talked about movies.
Yeah, we did.
Well, so let's go straight into the music side of things. I don't really know what all I listen to, but I figured we'd talk about the Andy trash.
I still haven't even listened to all of it.
Oh, you haven't?
I listened to, the one I did listen to, I kind of liked it though. I listened to two of them.
They're not terrible.
The one, okay, we're back. Okay, we're back.
Yeah.
We are so back. I liked that one.
Yeah.
Oh, he cussed in it, which I didn't appreciate.
Mm-hmm.
But
Telling you, I think he cuts in every single one.
that's so
and
trash,
more
dude.
than once.
That's so dumb.
Yeah.
See, to me, like, I feel like you should just know that like cussing is like frowned upon, like in like Christian culture, I guess. And to slip or whatever, like if you're working on it, it's whatever. But to like record yourself cussing as a Christian artist,
Yeah.
like I don't think God likes that.
You can't.
Like I don't see like how you could be like, I don't really see how you could defend it.
Yeah. And
I mean, I feel the same way about like Chris Pratt cussing in his movies.
yeah. I get it, you're an actor, but
Yeah,
at the
you're
same
not
time,
the
you need to
character.
stand your ground.
Yeah, but like, yeah.
That's like that one actor who refuses to kiss any woman in a movie. The guy that played,
Damien Dark.
Damien Dark. He refuses to kiss any woman on camera or as an actor because he loves his wife. Also, I think he's Christian as well.
Yeah, he
He
is.
stood his ground on a lot of Christian beliefs. But he's like, he said, these lips are made for one woman. But like the same thing with Chris Pratt, like, just try to stand your ground, you know.
Yeah.
But the fact that like you are the first person to say an F-bomb in the PG-13 movie,
And then the
superhero
first
movie,
Marvel movie, yeah. The MCU movie.
and I don't know, it's not something I would want to be known for.
Yeah, well, people probably forget about that after Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman and theirs.
Yeah, but they're not Christian.
I think, have you heard the story about Hugh Jackman, like, thinking he was called to be a pastor?
No.
I can't remember, like, oh, man. So, it's a good video. He's, like, on, like, one of those talk shows. And Billy Graham won his dad to the Lord.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and he said, like, his dad started, like, taking him to church and stuff. And he said, like, one of the pastors at the church said that they saw something in him.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, really? And so I was like, yeah, like, I think you're going to do something big. And he was thinking, like, he kind of changes the story. Like, at first he was thinking, like, oh, like, maybe I'm going to be a pastor. I might want to do this. But I think he was talking about the acting, like, because he became a big actor. I thought, okay, yeah, sure. He might have saw something else in you, though.
Yeah.
But it's kind of neat.
Hey, who knows? Maybe something happened later on in his life.
Yeah.
He does.
Or he could, secretly be, like, a Christian or whatever, but, like, doesn't live that way. Or doesn't want to, like, say it just for his fame.
I feel like, man, this day and age, it's really easy to be, like, ashamed of your faith. As far as, because when you, not only, like, when you're not talking about your faith, you're just trying to, like, fit in with the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
You can, get higher status or whatever, get higher clout, as Brother Brandon says. And then when you start saying, like, Christian things and, like, you're kind of looked down on. Like, for me at work, man, sometimes it's really tough. Like, I'm fine with being a Christian and everybody knows it. But at the same time, it's like, if I do anything, not even like if it was even bad, they just be like, oh, Ryan, but yeah, you're a Christian, so blah, blah. I'll tell you this. I'll tell you another story later, but it made me really mad. But they did this on purpose to me because they're like, oh, because you're a Christian, so we thought it'd be funny if we did this bad thing to you and see how you react or whatever. And but it was made me more mad. So I'm like, guys, if you respect me as a Christian and don't do that.
Respect me, please.
Yeah, like there was one point where my coworker tried not to cuss around me as much, which I appreciated, but now he still does. My boss, he doesn't care. So, but yeah, I feel like sometimes it can be difficult. For me, I feel like here recently I've been trying to be more bold about it because I don't know. It's like if you're at someone's house, same for me, like as a customer, I'm like, I don't want to get into politics or religion with somebody. But that religion and being a Christian are kind of two separate things, though. So, but I guess one thing I'm like always scared that if I say something about me being Christian and they're not, and they're like heavily atheist or something, then they'll start like trying to like
attack me,
have a debate with me, and like ask me deep and hard questions that I don't know the answers to right now. So that's why I'm also trying to like always stay educated and try to learn more too about what I believe and why I believe it and stuff. But because I was watching this video of this guy, he was a TikToker, I guess, and then he became a Christian, and now he's like, yeah, like he's really famous. It has a Christian podcast or whatever. But he was saying like, yeah, like when I first got saved, dude, like I just want to tell people, but I was scared like they would like come back me with it or like debate with me. So like I just run up to people and be like, Jesus loves you, blah, blah, and then run away. So I didn't have to like answer anything. But now like he's pretty darn educated about it. So like he's okay with having those conversations.
That's cool.
I'm a little further than the stage of like running, telling you Jesus loves you and then running away. But also I battle with like trying to figure out how to bring it up and how to like share salvation to somebody without seeming cheesy or like too pushy
Or
and
pushy.
stuff. Like for like that testimony that Brandon was giving yesterday of the guy's testimony where he was walking on the road, someone picked him up, and he just shared the gospel with him. Like for me, it'd be pretty difficult because I'm always like, how do you do that? Like, have you heard of Jesus? Because everybody knows who Jesus is,
Yeah.
whether you believe in him or not.
Right.
So I feel like as soon as you start like saying that or going in that direction, people start tuning you off. So it's like hard to find what that line is of too pushy and too cheesy to just being real and like hoping you just do it. Which I guess at the end of the day, you just share it and hope that the seed's planted.
Yeah, just plant the seed.
But I also don't want to say something like turn somebody like completely off from me in general, and then I can't even like ever have a conversation with them again. Because sometimes a good approach is just be there, just be a friend, you know, be in their life, and then they know who you are and what you believe, and then they can come to you if they have something, and then share it that way. But I feel like that's more for someone they already know more long term than someone you just meet off the street.
I've had that happen with customers before. I mean, I just live my life at work.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm not like, hey, you know, Jesus loves you to every customer that walks out the day. Like every
Yeah.
once in a while, have a blessed day.
Mhm.
Instead of saying have a good day. Not very often because like it just doesn't flow as good to me.
Yeah.
But I've had a lady come up to me before, like after I was doing her feed, she like pulled me to the side and she's like, You're a Christian, aren't you? And I'm like, yes, ma'am. And she's like, I really need some prayer right now. And she just like asked me to pray for her. And I was like, I can do that.
Like right then and there?
No.
Or just in general?
Just in general. And I was like, yeah, I will. And she just told me what was going on. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I've had a guy come up to me. This is actually pretty recent. He came in like 2 or 3 times. And then I got out there. I was unloading his feed. And he shook my hand. And he looked at me. He said, you're a believer, aren't you? And I was like, in Jesus? He's like, yeah. I'm like, yeah. And he just got to laugh. And he just kind of smiled. He like shook my hand. He's like, I can tell.
It's good.
He's like, I can tell by your like the way you carry yourself.
Yeah.
He's like, I just wanted to like encourage you. And I was like, thank you.
It's good to hear every once in a while for sure. Like, it'd be crazy. Like, that's nice to like know that someone can see it from you just from how you are.
And then I've had the opposite though too. Like not like the opposite. Like you're not a Christian, but I've been accused of wearing my cross necklace just because. I was like an old lady. Yeah, she's like, "Do you even believe in Jesus, or you just wear that?" And I was like, "I believe in Jesus." Like, what the heck? Is that the weird way of witnessing?
Be like, that's why there ain't no person on the cross.
Yeah. Yeah.
My grandpa always, he didn't mind people wearing cross chains, but he hated when there was a cross with Jesus on it.
Yeah. Most
He's
Catholics wear it.
Yeah. He's like, because he ain't there. He ain't there no more.
Yeah.
But it's pretty easy, though. I go to customers' houses and, like, I go into so many houses, like, you can kind of tell they're, like, Christian, like, almost fake Christian, but, like, you know, you go into their house and have, like, Joshua, what is it, 24:16 or something? It's like, that's for me in my house, we'll serve the Lord. And there'll be, like, crosses, like, all on their walls and, like, a couple Bible verses here and there, but then, like, you're talking to them and ain't nothing Christian coming out, you know?
Yeah.
You're like, all right. But then you'll go into a house very similar, but then they're like, you can tell like the way they're talking, like, okay, they probably believe, and they might cuss here or there, maybe, or they just don't at all. But sometimes they'll bring the conversation up first, and they won't be like, do you know Jesus or anything like that. They'll just like talk about the church or faith or something, and then it's pretty. Then I can like, I'm not embarrassed. I don't know what it would be, but like,
not as like, I guess,
in my shell
nervous.
about it, yeah, or nervous. So then I can open up and start talking about it as well. But I've had some pretty neat conversations with people. I was able to share my testimony with cancer one time to some women. We're getting done with an install, and they're like, man, that's awesome, blah, blah, blah. Thankfully, my coworker's there as well. So I was like, he got to hear it as well with our whole interaction. I was like, this is probably good for him just to hear this too. And then she gave a testimony about her husband because he like pretty much went paralyzed, and then now he can walk again. It was pretty crazy. And then one time I was just talking to a guy, and he ended up being a youth pastor. Like, well, because I am trying to get more like brave about it, especially if I'm talking about when I had cancer. Like, I feel like I shouldn't and can't tell my story without giving any glory to God about it. Mm-hmm. So, like, if I mentioned it, like I had to be like, dude, you know, by the grace of God, a miracle, blah blah. Well, one time I was talking to a customer and they had a little baby, and like, yeah, it's so and so months old. And I was like, yeah.
Will you baptize our baby for me?
No. But then they're like, you have any kids? And I was like, no, but we're about to. And they're like, oh, that's awesome. And I was telling the story about it. I'm like, yeah, well, we've been married blah, blah, years. We couldn't have kids. You know, this happened. Like, they basically told us we couldn't. And then all of a sudden, now we're about to have a baby. Like, man, that's awesome. I'm like, yeah, it's like, I told them it's like a miracle, blah, blah. And then like, yeah. And they weren't talking like they weren't Christian or anything. They were just being nice. But then it kind of shifted, and I think they realized that I was Christian. And then we just had a whole conversation about it. Then it turned out that he's a youth pastor in that area at one of the churches. And his dad was a pastor also in that area. But right now he's a pastor in Houston or something. Pretty big church. So we had like this really good conversation. It was really cool. But
that is cool.
So you never know. You never know who you're going to meet. But it's one of those things that I do. I feel like I have to give glory where glory's due.
Yeah. I know it's like over an hour. But I do want to I was going to say that we're talking about sharing our faith. That's what Brett Blaine's been talking about in class.
Yeah.
And this past week, he's given Sierra and I a task of like creating our own Bible track.
Like personal task or
yeah, just
class?
like Sierra and I. Yeah. And then he wants like us to like present it to the class.
Dang.
And then if like the class likes it, like he like wants to get it printed. I'm like, no pressure.
But dude, how crazy would that be?
Yeah.
You'll make a track, get printed, and then just like you'll start using it.
Yeah. So like I think we were gonna
talk
try
about planting seed
tonight.
though.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. We've known for a little while, and like we're like I really don't have it. Like I don't really know where to start. So I think like tonight, like after Axel goes to bed, I think we're gonna try and brainstorm some stuff. I don't, because he's like, I guess because he said he's like noticed us both grow, and he knows that I have some knowledge, and he says like Sierra's grown, and he says like how artistic she is. So like if I need pictures or anything, I can draw too. Blaine.
I think with your knowledge that you have, and then her like baby Christian like desire for the word, you know, like when you're a baby Christian, you're like a baby just always wants that milk, you know, and you're always trying to go for it. I think those two mixed together, like her drive and passion for it and your knowledge mixed together, would be really, really cool.
I guess we'll see.
Yeah, just so you've written a paper for school and stuff, like an essay, haven't you? I don't know if you remember, but like the easiest way, let's say, to write a paragraph or to write a whole paper we always had to write like an introduction paragraph, your body of the essay, and then your conclusion paragraph.
Yeah.
And every paragraph had to have at least 4 sentences. What my mom always told us. When it came to your paragraph, you did it in an outline, and you can do it for any of the paragraphs. But say it's a body. Well, your outline, you'll have your introduction sentence, and then you'll have points on what you're going to talk about.
3. Yeah,
and then write a couple sentences about those points, and then fill it in. And obviously, you're not going to do it like an essay, but if you do it like an outline and do it that way, maybe you can just kind of throw your thoughts together in an outline form. One night or 2 nights or whatever, however long you're going to do it. Say a whole week, you do just a week of doing your outline, and then the next week try to actually throw something together with it. That way you're not just like throwing it together. Okay, here's an idea, shouldn't have written it all down.
Yeah.
To do like an outline and then go from there. And then have her come back and doodle up some stuff. She can probably doodle up like the real detailed pictures if you want to do, and then you can do like the comic book cartoon characters. Yeah,
I don't know.
That is it's a big task though.
I'm a little nervous. Not gonna lie.
Hey, pray about it.
Yeah, right.
I think it'll turn out. But also, I would say like get a track, but try to do more than one track. Like do like 3 different tracks, rough draft ones, and kind of have like what you want to have on it, and then kind of go from there and pick. Maybe even bring it up to like blame, like hey, or like someone in your class, a couple people in your class. Hey, look at these. Which one do you like the most? Which one seems to like make the most sense?
Yeah,
seems simple enough, I don't know. We can just do the ABCs, you know.
Yeah, this is admit, believe, confess. That's it.
That'd be a good track. ABC.
Yeah. A B C. Easy as 1, 2, 3.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways,
The Jackson 5 track.
the Jackson 5 track. Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Just tell like, ain't no mountain high.
Ain't no
Ain't
valley
no valley low
low
enough.
enough.
Then like just mix in like the Reckless Love song. His love won't chase you down. You know what I'm talking about? Mountains, valleys. Yep.
On that note,
Yeah. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, guys. You know, I feel like it could be a Christmas special. We talked about Christmas a lot and Thanksgiving, but you know, we talked about, we didn't even like really go into our topics because we just talked, and you know, that's pretty special.
It's yeah.
Ain't no friendship like ours.
Yep. You ain't never had a friend like
That's all I was gonna say,
me. Too bad. Beat you to it.
brother. All right, we'll see y'all next year. Gonzalez
Galyean out.